Purpose Inspired TV is under construction. During this process, we invite you to step into the journey. By joining our team, you have the chance to shape the very fabric of this channel with your creative ideas and skills. We believe that the true essence of innovation lies in collaboration, and together, we can create something truly extraordinary. We will provide content that ignites your passion, inspires personal growth, and encourages a positive impact on society. Our focus is on delivering shows that are entertaining, thought-provoking, educational, and uplifting. We want to hear your voice, your vision, and your recommendations for individuals you would love to see on our channel. We aim to create a channel that resonates deeply with viewers, challenging them to think bigger, dream bolder, and live a life of purpose. So, join us today, and together, we can make a difference, one viewer, one show, and one purpose at a time.
What's up, everybody? How in the world are you? I hope you are enjoying your summer. It is hot as fire outside down here in Florida. I don't know how y'all feeling up north and other places. It's hot. It's just hot. I feel like hot breath every time I walk from the air conditioning outside. So I thank God. I thank God for air conditioning. Y'all agree with me? Hey, I've been talking with my team. We have a good subject, good conversation we had going on. So I decided let's just take it live. Let's take it live. So I'm gonna post this up and let y'all know what we can be talking about real quick here. So sorry. I need to learn how to push the button on my computer. Push this button. Sorry. I'm getting myself together. I'm getting it together and trying to put this on the screen so y'all know what we're talking about. Come on. I don't see it. So give me a few minutes to get myself together. So let me just bring the team in first. Bring the team in. I'm going to bring in Miss Sabrina. How in the world are you this evening, Miss Sabrina?
I'm doing great.
All right. Good to see you. And bringing in Cerise. How are you doing today?
I'm great as well.
Okay. And Doc B, how in the world are you?
Hey, I'm good. I'm here. Good.
All right. It's good to see you. And men, I know we're going to be having a discussion about men and women in relationships. So men out there, you can tell me you want to join in. I can send you a link. So it all got started by this first video here. I got some more videos to show, but I'm going to start off with this one here and see do y'all agree or disagree with what my brother has to say right here. Here we go. Let's get started. So I got some people that agree with what he has to say and disagree. So I'm going to start off with this. Because we was asking about why
a lot of dudes who are like 45, 50 years old who refuse to date women their age, they don't do so because they prefer young women and how they look. Because let's be real, it's a lot of 40-something-year-old women that'll give these 20-something-year-old girls a run for their money. But it's because of the mental aspect. Like, as a guy gets older, one who wants to play games, by the way, who's like 40-something, 50 years old, he remembers it being easier to play those games whenever he was like 20. because women in that age group, they're more on hope than they are experience, but experience is the best teacher. So as he gets older, he's trying to date women his age. They're like, no. I've seen your kind before. Like, I've lived the proof that you're here to waste my time, and I ain't going. So now he gonna go out here talking about how he prefers younger women because older women his age are full of baggage and they're bitter. And it's like, nah, they ain't full of baggage and bitter. They have a BS detector, so they're harder to manipulate. And manipulative men don't like that.
Okay, before we get started, one thing he said, what his comment was about men or older men who are out there to play games. So that's what we're going to be responding to right now. We're not going to be talking about serious men, decent men. We're talking about old dudes that was probably dogs in their younger years, and now they're older. They're still dogs, and they're still ready to play games. So okay, we understand that.
Yes.
Okay. So now, what's your feedback on what the young brother just said?
There's a lot of.
Oh, I'm sorry. I need to hide that. So
I think he's right. I think there's a segment of the population. Of course, nothing is absolute. So let me just say, for all the brothers that's listening, I'm here for you, brothers. I'm on your side 72.3% of the time. The issue is he's right in a lot of cases. When you get women of a certain age, we just don't have time for it. Like, you either have to come correct or just don't come at all. And nobody really wants to deal with a whole lot of you trying to find yourself and all this other stuff. Women work really, really hard. And again, let me be clear. I'm talking about a segment of men. I'm not talking about all men. Of course, you're going to have men that fall into that category of being prepared to walk into a relationship, ready to meet the woman where she is, and they're ready to grow and go together. I get it. I'm not talking about you. So before you start, don't send me no letters, don't send me no emails, don't text me, don't put no comments, don't put no comments in here about that. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the others, the ones that this guy was talking about. Those guys often they want to down the women and say, oh, they got baggage, they're too much, they're this, they're that. No, they just don't have the time or the energy. People who are busy don't have time to pull away from something important to put it on foolishness. They just don't. So if we're moving forward and I'm on my journey forward, and all you can do is talk about little petty stuff that's going to be pulling back, that we just don't have the time. We just don't have the time. And you may see that as something different or label it something different, but that's generally tied to the fact that, again, you're not coming correct. So often older women get a bad rap for that. But to the women, stand in that, sis. Stand in it. You have a right to have worked hard and to have some boundaries and standards. And it's nothing wrong with that. So, again, for the segment of men that he's talking about, I don't see where he's wrong.
Okay, I totally agree. But like I said, from a man's point of view, I see women the same way, the same standards. Just you have women have the same attitude of just trying to get over. Ready just want to play games, or I don't know if y'all saw these. Starting to see a lot of these videos now. I just saw one recently. The ladies said that a man's supposed to spend $60, $70 on breakfast and $100 or more on lunch and $200 on dinner and $200 for nails. It's just like about $1,000 just to take her out. And then you're going to go out with somebody else the next night with the same requests. So they're just playing games. So I see men and women, they're both got a lot of games that they're playing now. And a lot of people say they don't like being single because there's so many games are being played on both sides. So you don't know where the real people are. Where are the people who are really serious about getting to, a serious committed relationship?
No, you know where they are, and that's real. That those are real people. Those are real people. They just aren't. Those just aren't your people. Those are real people. They're just for a different audience. They're for a different crowd. So the purpose in that is for you to move on. That's not who you. That's not who you're targeting. But there's a segment of men out there who will do that to have a certain kind of girl, to have a even if they know she's going with somebody else the next night, or they know she's going to be doing something else, they will settle for that just to be able to have a certain type of person or a certain type of woman. So if that's the game that they're on, if that's what they're on, that's what they're on. I'm not knocking it either way. What I'm saying is, if that's not what you're looking for, then move away. Move away from it quickly. Where the problem comes in is when you see that and you know that you have that and you're trying to turn it into something else. And then when you try to turn it into something else and then you get your feelings hurt, and then now you want to dog all the women and say all women are like that. No, all women aren't like that. That's just, you saw it. You decided what you saw physically. You would settle for that and you would live on those terms. But that was as real as it could possibly get. This is what it requires to be with me. And I'm not gonna be with you consistent. And you said, I'll be with you. I'm gonna try it. And somehow I'm gonna be the one that's different. And you're not. So you gambled and lost, and now you want to paint everybody with that same brush, and you can't do that. So get your feelings, align your feelings with your expectations, and then act accordingly. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. But now we're getting to the area of, it's not even about the age difference. So we're talking about people at the same age acting like that. I'm gonna drop in this video here. It's a young lady. I think she's saying similar to what he just said.
Date younger women is not because of their physical appearance, their bodies. No, because today with plastic surgery and everything else, you barely know who is 40 and who is 18. Guys date younger women because they're easily manipulated. They're gonna be very happy with a few crumbs because maybe they didn't experience much in the world. They're gonna be just easily impressed. And it's way cheaper to date a younger girl.
Ooh. What do you say about that? So she's basically saying the younger women are easily fooled, I guess, by the cars and maybe the houses and maybe some money that the guy has. So they'll fall for the okie doke just because of those things.
I wouldn't necessarily say that it's easy. I mean, it's cheaper to date a younger girl. With the way things are now, I think a lot of the younger girls are looking for somebody who should I say that who they think has the finer things, the expensive cars, that's gonna, pay their bills and give them the things that they wouldn't necessarily be able to get themselves. So I wouldn't necessarily say that it's cheaper to date a younger girl because I think the younger women are interested, the younger girls are looking for somebody to take care of them.
I agree. I think they're ready. Got a whole
It's
list of.
also harder. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jeff.
Go ahead. No, I can see some of them. They got a list of bills and they can find 4 different guys that pay 2 or 3 different bills each. They're good to go.
Yeah, I also think too, it's our values, our thoughts, our values, our beliefs, what's important to us changes as we mature. So if someone it's hard for you to impress me with something I can buy for myself
Mhm.
or something that I already have. So you have to come with substance, something more than your money. Like you can't flash money or you can't flash, your car or your whatever. I mean, you can't flash things that impress. people who don't have certain things, and I'm not saying young women don't. Please, again, being pro me doesn't make me anti you. So please do not. Don't come for me. I'm not even talking about that. But what I'm saying is just you. It's hard to impress with anything that's not of substance. So it and that too is frustrating, particularly if you being able to flash your keys and you being able to talk about what you have and you being able to, you know, buy a dinner or, you know, whatever, or take someone to a restaurant that maybe they've not experienced before. And if that has always worked for you, and now someone is requiring you to do deeper or to go deeper or to dig deeper and to do something more, or they're telling you, no, I need you to be able to sit down and have a conversation. When park your car next to mine and now let's sit down and have a conversation. And you're not ready to do that or you don't have the skill set, simply not because there's anything wrong with you. You just have never had to, or you don't really know how to transition, and that's going to be hard. And generally, it's easier for you to just say, never mind, I'll stick over here with the people that don't require that. It's easy for me to buy you. I can go get anybody's nails done. And I don't really have to say much to you, but you know, I can get your nails done, your hair, you happy. But over here, I gotta be able to sit down and carry on a conversation. I have to be able to talk to you about my vision and my plans, and I have to be able to talk to you about things that I maybe haven't even thought about. That's a little bit harder. That requires me to do some deeper work. And sometimes people just aren't with it. They're not ready for that.
Yeah, you're drawing a line between people who have substance and those who don't, and those they cross over. They get blended together. I just saw this. It was a video last night where the guy was like, what the woman was saying, all these different things she demand from a man. She want, you know, he need to have a job, a car. You know, he need to have all those things and provide for her. So the guy, what do you bring to the table? Well, my personality. I'm fun to be with. I'm nice, and the women and men was like, what?
Correct.
That's what you have to bring your personality. I mean, that's all you got is your personality, and you're gonna dress up, you're gonna look good.
Right.
That's it. And but you got to demand, you know, that's a mile long the list that what the man must bring. But she's just gonna bring her personality, and she's gonna dress up and wear, you know, dress sexy, and that's what she's bringing to the table. That's not much bringing to the table.
Right. And for men of substance who are looking for more, it's not. But just like I just said with men, it works for some women because there's so many men who's just happy to have that. Yep. As long as you look good, and you know, you can be dumb as a brick. And yep. You know, as long as you look good and can, you know, do what you do, hey, I'll figure the rest of it out until that wears out. And that's the other thing people forget. That runs out so quickly. And then what you got? So
I'm gonna drop it. Either other one of y'all ladies have anything to add to that?
I mean, there could be so much we can say as far as this situation. Because I'm thinking also sometimes men, so I think sometimes they do it just for the chase, just to see, you know, who they can pull and if they still have it, you know, and sometimes they do get with the women they only have to spend a little bit of money on just to see if they still have it, or like I said, for the chase. And get them a little airhead or some arm candy and they're good.
Okay. I'm gonna drop in
Yeah,
another video.
I say the same thing that, you know, most men do it just to see if they still got it. They could have a good woman at home, and you know, probably better than the women they running out here chasing, but because they want to impress their friends that they're hanging with, you know, they want to see if they could pull this chick here, pull that chick there, just to see if they got it, and end up causing themselves more harm than good, basically, in their lives.
Amen. That's the wrong guys to be hanging with, especially if you're married.
Exactly.
I'm gonna drop this one in.
Why younger men date older women. Let's go. And when I say younger, I'm talking about early 20s, mid 20s. She's in her late 30s, early 40s. Let's go. Number one, older women are straightforward. They're direct. They don't have time for games. They know what they want. They know what you want. They're all about getting straight to it. And I like that shit. A lot of times, older women make the first move. They give you a compliment or they just come straight out and say, hey, what's up? And this is good for guys who have approach anxiety. Real shit. Number two, older women are busy. What I mean is, she's not spending her whole day worried about you. She ain't blowing you up, stalking you. She got her own life. She got her own career. She ain't worried about you. You see, older women know what's up. They know you got other women. They ain't worried about it. They know the game. They got experience. Real shit. Number three, older women are down to earth. You see, older women are down to earth because when they were in their 20s, they were being worshipped. Everybody was kissing their ass. Now they're in their 40s, they're not getting the same attention, so now they're humble. No longer are her standards super high. No longer is she acting bitchy because she understands that the world does not worship her the way she used to be worshipped. Real shit. Number four, you don't need to be rich to get an older woman at all. Let's just be honest. Most older women are just happy to have a man, a decent looking man. As long as you got a job, she rocking with you straight up. Older women are just looking for a good time. And when I mean good time, they just want some dick, straight up. Number
I
five,
apologize about
older
it.
women got money, straight up. All that money from child support, all that money from her last marriage, all that alimony, she gonna spend that shit. And she gonna spend that shit on a young dude. Real shit. Shopping spree, clothes, shoe, PlayStation, whatever. I'm getting all that shit. Real shit.
Well, I apologize for the language, but what's the takeaway from that?
He tripping. First of all, sir.
I thought it was starting off good, but it changed.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me go back on mute. Let me let Sabrina talk. I heard you come in, Sabrina. Let me hear.
Yeah, especially in the beginning, when he talking about, we stay busy, and that was always the issue that I had even when I was dating. I would tell them straight up, I don't have time for games. If I'm going to go out with you, I go out with you, but I don't have time talking about, spending every moment with each other, da 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 da. And I'll tell you, I'm busy. Don't hit me up on my phone trying to figure out why I can't come by and see you or why you can't. And I never did let guys come to my house, so it was never that case. If we gonna meet somewhere, we'll meet somewhere, and that was point blank. But I always had to complain that you stay busy, because I don't have time to be running behind no man. If I'm gonna make some time out for you, that's what I'm gonna do. But other than that, no. And I still wasn't with no younger men though. I can't do the young ones. But other than everything else, he was on point on a lot of that stuff. And the thought of in my 20s, I know in my 20s, it didn't take much. I didn't even try. And like now, like I was told at one time that I'm hard to please. And I'm not the type of woman that required you to spend a lot of money on me. They had this list that, these first dates, these little places that you can't go take a woman on the first date. I didn't mind half the stuff on that because I don't require all of that. But because I don't require you spending money on me, and I am the one that like to sit down and have a good conversation, I'm considered hard to please. So I don't know.
Sounds good. Like I said, son, and I was kind of like I was riding with him, but then he shifted it. He sounded like he's let me see, he want a sugar mama. So that's what I guess the guys that he's talking to, go ahead and get you an older woman. You remember, like I was saying earlier, that older women, they already been in that career. They kind of like what Kathy said, they already got the things, that they wanted, just like a lot of men, older men. They already got the things that they want. So now the younger ones, they want to date the older ones because they know they got the money. I want an Xbox. I want some Jordans. I want these things because the younger people still want things. So now they got to date. They want to date an older person that can buy all those things for them. Get somebody your own age. They barely make a minimum wage, so they can't buy it for them. So let's date an older woman or women. Same thing. Let's date an older man that's got some money that can buy me all these different things that I want. So what can I get out of them? But I don't know. These people looking for.
First of all, when he starts talking about you know, it's you don't still have it, and you got to do this, and basically what he was saying was, you kind of got to settle now, so you'll take whatever, you just want somebody to be around you. I don't know where you got that foolishness from, but that is not
okay true at all.
But I think that's what the older men. I would say a lot of. I'm not talking about like just a couple of years older. I mean the older, the large age gap. I believe those older men will be happy to have a young woman around, but I don't see the same thing with the women.
Yeah, no, I'm responding to this young brother that was very confused in his statement. Yeah, I don't know what women he's looking. Well, I do, because he's looking at the ones that would have time to go buy him a PlayStation. I'm not. First of all,
Because I was thinking that I'm not buying you no PlayStation.
I'm not buying you no PlayStation, young fella.
Y'all gotta get a little older.
Young fella, I need you to.
You're right, little boy.
I'm not buying little boy. I'm not buying you. Go to your mom's house.
Get you a job.
Exactly. Buy your own PlayStation, or go to your mom's house and play your little brother PlayStation. That's what you need to do. But I'm not doing that. So, he said a lot of stuff that just no. So I was sitting there looking at him, shaking my head like, sir.
What?
So yeah, so that must be Sheree, and we must be in like the age that's in the group that's not the group he's talking about, because I'm not doing half of it. I'm not doing anything that he just said. I'm not going to buy your George. I'm not doing any of that, sir. And what are you doing while I'm doing all this? Yeah, no, I'm going to just be on somebody's job. It's all that's wrong. Everything he said was just crazy. So no, Joe, it's a no for me.
But he looked good, didn't
he? Sir.
You said he looked good?
Yeah.
You can't take that to JEA.
I was going to say, I have not paid one bill with how good somebody looks.
I'm trying to tell you. I have none of it.
Listen, not one bill has been paid with anybody's looks. And I don't really care how the young fellow looks. He could not string two coherent sentences together. And so that in itself, I can't take you nowhere, sir. Where can I take you? I can't take you anywhere with me. That right there is a problem. That's a problem. So yeah, no, it would be a no for me.
So I say both sides play the looks. So they think that looks gonna take them to the bank, get them everything they want just off their looks, without the conversation. Whew. Okay. Well, I pray that this next video is. I keep doing that. I'm sorry. Remove. So that's why I'm promoting quality people to make videos. Sorry, let me see. Here we go. Maybe this is going to be. I'm gonna play this young lady first. I think she's, and then I got another brother. This might be kind of low. It says, why do younger women like older men?
Younger women like older men.
Older men tend to be more emotionally available, and they tend to be more emotionally intelligent. So we definitely crave having that in a relationship, as opposed to being with somebody who's younger, who's still very, I don't want to say selfish, but they are still more concerned with the self. They don't have like the capacity to deal with another person and to love another person in the way that an older man can.
Okay, what's your take on that? So that's a younger woman preferring older men. So this got to be, let's just take for granted she's talking about the quality older men, not talking about the older men that's still ready to play games. So she think that the older man, some of the older men have gotten their self together, got their life together. They're not still trying to play the video games and still wanting the Jordans. They're not at that place in their life where they are ready to sit down and have those deep conversations.
That's because she tired of the little boys that want to play the PlayStation.
Hmm.
And
Exactly.
it seems like the men they want to settle down and get themselves together when they broken down and they barely can get around. Now they want to settle down with another woman. I can't play the games like I used to play. Now I can settle down because they barely functioning.
Exactly.
So
And Sabrina, that's so true. And what's funny about that is like you sitting there now you broke down and you want me to do it, and then you got the nerve to have some standards. You want to sit
okay.
down. I'm like, sir. So now you want to settle down now and you want me to do what? Just push you around? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Exactly.
Hmm.
I
So
remember
no.
my ex sent me this video one time talking about it was a guy he was with this woman. She had to build him up. He all doing good. So he leaves out the house all you know sporty and can do this, that, and the other. And then he come knocking on the door years later. He all broken down, walking on a crutch, coming, I'm gonna come back to you like this. No, no, sir. You would not come back to my house all broke
Mm-mm.
down and
No,
No.
you
No.
can barely get
No.
around and you think I'm gonna take care of you. No, that's okay.
Exactly.
So that's why I
No.
say it can't be too much older than me. Mm-mm.
Okay. And I'm not sure if this is going to be the last one, but here is another video. It's a little bit longer, but different point of view. Video file. Should have had it with. Please don't be cussing.
For a woman to date an older man, even though many women are naturally attracted to us, the older guys, or you can call them OGs like I do. What is it that makes us so attractive to these young women? It's simple. We have traits that they find irresistible. For one, we are more mature, we have more experiences, which has given us a level of wisdom and insight that younger men simply don't have. This level of maturity is exactly what many younger women are looking for in a partner. They want someone who is ready to commit to a serious relationship, someone who is past the stage of just wanting to smash and be a player. Another trait that makes us irresistible to younger women is our experience. Not just pounding them guts, not just in the bed, but in relationships as well. We have seen more, we have dated more people, and we have been in more relationships. We know what women want. We understand that sex is not just for men, but for women too. We treat women with more understanding, respect, and patience than younger men. We look at the big picture and we have more patience to get to the root of the problem and resolve any issues. Some women prefer older men because of their daddy issues. These women have had difficult relationships with their fathers, and they're looking for someone who can offer them the mentorship and advice that they probably missed out during their childhood. But don't get it twisted. They want someone who is the opposite of their father, someone who can help them repair their wounds of their past. As older men, we are also more sure about what we want in life. We got our minds made up. We have spent more time working on ourselves, building ourselves up. We have a future planned out. We want someone to share our future with, someone who can slot into our lives and be a part of our plans, someone who can fit into our system. But this level of certainty is something that younger women find incredibly sexy and attractive. You got to show a woman more than sex. But as OGs, we are more financially stable. We are on our purpose. We know how to invest our money in things that will offer a more stable future. And we understand the value of assets like houses, cars. Younger women find this stability incredibly attractive. I'm giving y'all free game. And it gives them a sense of security that they crave. When these women can't find a man who display these characteristics, she claims she is single by choice. Y'all see my video. She is single by choice and is working on herself, which for most women is a dangerous situation to be in. When you aren't covered by a man, you'll have to battle the temptation of busting it open during your so-called building myself phase. This building myself up. I'm working on myself. This is also a dangerous dangerous place for a woman to be in because her meaning of building herself isn't aligned with optimizing herself to be a suitable mate, the man she desired, for the man she desired. That's not what she's doing when she says she's building herself. It's not. Ask a woman who's building herself. Ask her, does her building herself involve anything about a man, anything about a relationship, anything about being a wife? It does the complete opposite because she'll prioritize providing her own stability and security that she can't get from a man at the moment, which in turns make her masculine, takes away time from pursuing qualities and traits that make her a suitable wife. She'll swiftly become a career woman. So when it's all said and done, in conclusion, my fellow men, being an older guy has his advantages when it comes to attracting younger women. It just does. We offer them a safe and secure future, and we treat them with the respect and understanding that they deserve.
That was a lot. Whew. Well, older men got this long beard. I've been trying to grow me a beard. But, okay. What y'all think? That was a lot. So, yeah, let y'all go first.
I know a lot of what he said with a lot of younger women going for the older men because they have that daddy issue. Some of them, that's the thing that catches them, or that no man has ever really treated them like this one older man they call themselves finding. And I guess that's the reason why some younger girls like the older men, because if it's not about just the sex, if it's just money. But I mean, I found it, I've seen some relationships that, thrives, when it's, that big old age different gap, but I don't know. He said a lot.
Yeah, so it sounds like, yeah, he's got to be talking about the men who got it together. Again, it's not the one that the first video we watched, where the men are still out playing games. And I still think there's a lot of, well, yeah, some people, they grow up. But, some people don't spend their whole life playing games. But there are some who play games and then over time, like what you were saying earlier, they go through a whole lot, get beat up and get beat down, the body beat down. They done got beat down. And now they finally getting themselves together. But I guess I believe he's talking about these ones that had their life together, went and worked, became successful, didn't play games with a whole bunch of women, didn't go around and having children all over the country. So I guess when a younger woman, but I still got a problem with the younger women. It's still any age woman. Any age woman could see that if he's a decent man, and if it took for him to get older, when we mean older, we probably like, I guess we're talking about 40s and 50s. Yeah, they got themselves together and was able to, work hard, save, and build up on their life, and then they got their life together, and now they're looking like they're of somebody of value. So I guess the problem with this discussion that we're having is trying to draw the line in the sand, and saying this person is a decent person, this person got themselves together, and this one don't. It's starting to look like the age really doesn't make the difference. So it's not older men that's the dogs, and then on the younger guys are not. It's all, you're a dog young, you're a dog middle age, you can be a dog older. Or you can be a good guy young, good guy middle age, good guy older. So anyway, all these different videos look like the age is irrelevant to the conversation. Are you a decent person? Have you got your life together? Are you trying to provide for yourself or provide for your mate? Are you a man? Are you preparing yourself to be a husband, to take care of a wife and not several different girlfriends? Are you prepared to take care of your children, or if she has a child, are you prepared to be a father to her children? So it's a difference between a man is getting prepared to be a man, quote unquote man, or if he's just living his life just being a dog. But I don't see age being a factor on determining if the person is going to be a good person or a dog or not.
I don't think that age is going to be a factor in determining that, but I think that age kind of predisposes you to a set of circumstances or reasons why you may want to act a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
If you're older and you're trying to grab the attention of a younger person, then you may twist the truth a little bit and try to become something that you're not, just because you are so interested in, even if you know it's just going to be for a few minutes, so interested in being connected to that person on the other end, that pretty girl or that whatever.
Mm-hmm. So in that situation, so you sound like an older guy.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say? Would he would lie about what he has?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or at least, even if he didn't lie about it, minimize it. I'm sorry, blow it up. Try to make it seem like it's more than it is.
Okay, so let's go the other route where they do have a lot. So we mentioned, I think one of the most famous age gap
Mm-hmm.
relationship that I could think of is Anna
Nicole Smith.
Anna Nicole Smith, yes, and I think they got married, and he was. Yeah, I'm not even saying my analogy, but he was extremely old, and she was extremely young and desired by a lot of men around the world. And she found this very much older man, and they got married. So everybody discussing, are they really in love with each other, and all of that. And of course, he was like I said, he was so old that his one foot in the grave, one foot on the banana peel. So he was close to death when they first met. So I see from her point of view, no matter what he said, she's in there. Hey, let's so give him some attention, and he is crazy happy about the attention, and he's ready to give her everything. It reminds me, what's that movie? Man, just thought about that movie about Sunshine. It was like a gangster movie with the gangster movie. Anyway, this guy met Sunshine.
Harlem
Nights. He's like, they called his wife, honey, ain't coming home. He just got flipped out head over heels. So he's willing to give everything. He's willing to give all his money, willing to give all his riches just because somebody's beautiful and spending some time with him. So does that make her a bad person for hanging out with old dudes? Huh?
That ain't why. But I know that this you trying to stay kid friendly, but that ain't why.
I'm talking about whose point of view? The old dude or for her?
Harlem Night. It wasn't because she was beautiful.
No, look, man, I was just using that when he made that phone call. Yeah, we can get into that. But I think in some of those situations they're both using each other. The old dude is using her to be eye candy, make him feel good. And I think she's using him, waiting for her opportunity to get what he got left over when he kicked the bucket. So I think we see a lot of that. Or people that say a lot of them that's not even that old. I think younger women hang around to get whatever benefits they can get. They know he's going to be trying to impress her by spending money on and doing things for her. Especially if he's in a relationship, he's really going to be pouring it on for her to keep quiet.
Well, who's wrong in that situation though? Because he can't not know it.
So what now?
He can't not know it. I mean, if you're 100 years old and this girl is 20, 21,
I think the
And
whole
she
point
just
is that they don't really care.
You
They
don't
just
care at this
right,
point.
right.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. So,
yeah. That's why I was trying to draw a line. We're trying to find a different age difference, but at a certain point, you don't care. You don't even your kids don't come see you. Your grandkids don't come see you, and you got a girlfriend 40 years younger than you. I don't care. That's what they're saying. They don't care as long as you come by. It doesn't matter. So I don't know if older. Well, I've seen some shows where older women felt the same way.
mm.
They were.
Yeah, I think my point, and that was again, we spend a lot of time then talking about the people who are doing these things, but I think my question is, if you're 100 years old, like I said, and she's 22 or 23, she don't want you, and you know that. So you're not being fooled. You're not being tricked. You're making a decision to trade sex, time, companionship, somebody turning on your tank for you, whatever it is. I don't know what happens, what they do with the old people, old men like that. I don't know, but you're trading time for money. You're trading compassion. You're trading companionship for money.
Mm-hmm.
And in her instance, she's doing the exact same thing. She's trading companionship for money. So, again, a lot of people put that on they try to judge that, but I mean, shoot, can't be mad at her. Can't be mad at her. And can't be mad at him. He's making a decision. Now he doesn't know any better than okay, you're wrong, but at this point, for me, that's just not my preference because I just don't even know what that's going to look and or feel like. So it's a hard no for me.
Man.
But is there a gap? Is there like an okay gap? Like what's the age? Like what's the age difference? What's the okay age difference?
I looked up this. Let me see if I can bring it up real quick.
I'd say 5 and 5. 5 years older, 5 years younger.
What I
5
found.
years
No
younger
more.
is a no.
Yeah,
I can't.
even it's. I mean,
It says.
that's the limit. 5 years younger is the limit. I would go.
Mm-mm.
Okay, it's showing. Can I show this? Let me see. I'm gonna show this. Present screen.
Because you got to think, I'm 53, so somebody that's 48, that's okay to me. You know.
Mm-mm. No.
See
Teresa,
see if y'all agree with this. Can y'all?
Mm-hmm.
Can you read it?
Mm-mm.
I can't read it, Joe. What does it say?
Let me see. I'm trying to. There we go. Okay. It's saying what's socially acceptable. For women, the maximum age for a male partner is plus 15. The minimum age for a male partner, three-fourths of the woman's age, at least 18. And then it says for men, the maximum age for a female partner is plus 12. So they give women can have an much older man. And I don't know if we see a whole lot way more older than that. And they're saying the minimum age for a female partner is 2/3. So 2/3 of the man's age plus 2, at least 18. So I'm sorry, plus 2/3. So they're saying men can't have men shouldn't have a woman more than 12 years older than them, and women 15. And I'm not sure about the 3/4 of a woman's age and 2/3 of a man's age. Y'all know what that means?
So I
Well,
was
if
saying,
he,
like, if a man is 50, well, let's say 45. 45 is easier to split into two thirds. You said two thirds.
right.
Hmm.
So if
Mm-hmm.
the man is 45, then the woman has to be about 30 is acceptable, is what they're saying. If he's
Man,
45.
I
So
don't
that's
see people.
basically still 15 years.
I don't see people doing all this kind of math. Y'all,
Okay.
y'all
They're just
agree?
looking at it and see if they look like they their age.
Yeah.
It's the thing. Because I always get a lot of times, I don't look like I'm 53, but I know I'm 53. And if you look like you way younger than that, then guess what?
I think I think it's where we have more of the issues, especially parents. If you have a child and they coming home talking about they dating somebody 10, 15, 20 years older than them,
Exactly.
everybody got a problem with that.
Exactly.
But then on the opposite side, that person come home and say, I'm dating, let's say, let's say older, like, say 55, and you got somebody half your age of 25, you might get a man, you get a pat on the back, but then you get picked acting like you're not gonna be able to hang with that 25-year-old. You're not gonna be able to relate with that 25-year-old. But some men probably was like, yeah, congratulations, but that's still gonna be a headache.
Right. I think that depends too on the maturity of the person you're talking to, and
Mm-hmm.
and your maturity. The person that you're talking to may, they may find that to be, one of those things. Hey, boy, you got your 25-year-old. That girl gonna drive you crazy, boy.
Hmm.
You ain't gonna be able to keep up with her. That's a little that'll be a thing. But
That's a
I
real
think
friend.
again, exactly. I think the other side of it is you'll get the others that'll be trying to boost your head up and telling you to try to hang in there with her because of how she looks or whatever. I think I think it just depends on the person. And
Mm-hmm.
if it's a mama, yeah, your daddy may be telling you, boy, you're doing good there. You did good, boy. But that
Mm-hmm.
mama looking cross-eyed, especially if it's an old lady with her
Yes.
son.
Okay.
Grandmama like, wait, hold on, Florida Evans. What are you doing with my baby?
Right.
Hmm.
And and daddy may be a little better with it than a mama would. I would think, at least from my perspective. I know for me, I would be like, wait a minute now, you my age, and that's my
Okay.
child. So what your old butt doing with my child? What you doing with
Yeah,
his rusty butt?
yeah, because I believe it'd be even like with teachers and students.
That's real nasty.
You feel like that older. You feel like the older person is manipulating the younger person,
Mm-hmm.
and you got to try to, especially if you're a child, you're trying to protect your child and get them out of that situation. But if it's a teacher, you
Children
can.
don't like to take baths, so I don't get it. But anyway,
I
You
said
said
it
children.
did.
You said children what?
children don't like to take baths, so I don't understand that one.
I
But
thought
hey,
that's
that
what
ain't
you were saying.
my
I thought that's what you said.
Oh
that's
my
what I'm
goodness.
saying. That's
Oh,
not my business. I'm just saying.
oh man. You tell me you dating somebody, you got to tell them when it's time to go take a bath.
I know. Go take a bath, boy.
It's time to
Been
cut the
up
video
all
game.
day. Go take a bath.
You've been playing a
Yeah,
video game all day,
right.
man.
You got to tell them to go do their homework. I can't.
So
You know that project.
we've seen those situations with like a lot of times, like the teachers, and I guess another subject where the teachers say they fall in love with the students and getting pregnant, and I know it was a famous story. Um, yeah, the lady, she was married but got with this student, got pregnant, she got arrested and was
Went to
spent
jail.
time in
God, I
jail
had
for it.
another baby.
And as
Yeah,
soon as
he
he got
waited
out,
for her, didn't
Yeah,
Yeah, they had
they
another
got
child.
together.
She passed away though. I think she had cancer.
Who the lady, the teacher?
The teacher, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, they had 2 kids together.
but that leads me to another subject about this love is love, or not love is love. That's what um, the gay pride say. You can't help who you fall in love with, and I totally don't agree with that. You do, well, you better help who you fall in love with, because you telling me I've seen see people, women get with men they shouldn't be with. It's I can't help it, I'm in love, or this joker a murderer, or, doing all these different crimes, and all you keep on saying I can't help it, I'm in love with him. Okay, man, what if he's a pedophile? You can still say the same thing. I can't help it. I'm just in love.
Yes, they can. Trust me, I see it all the time. In my work, I see it all the time. Yes, they can still say it.
But
They can.
they say, but they act like you don't have any control, but you do, or you just decide not to have any control. I think our society tell us, love at first sight, and all of this is lust, but we think it's love, and we call it love, so we got to hold on to it. And so you, like you said, you see that situation, you rather put your child in danger,
Yep,
off of this just temporary feeling.
yep. I see it all the time.
That's sad.
All the time.
Oh my goodness. So yeah,
Yep.
that don't. Is that somebody?
Take the child and put them in care, and or send them with the grandparent or somebody else, because she's not leaving that man.
Yeah, I guess that's what that TV show. For the love of my man, they commit murders and do all sorts of stuff, but yet they don't. You really don't know what love is, especially if the person can't love you. They don't love you. They just
Right.
constantly abusing you, but you're spending all your time and energy to trying to force the person to love you back.
Right.
Yeah, that's sad. So the same thing, you see your child getting abused by the person, and you still stand with the person and don't protect your child. That's some sad situations
Right.
there. But okay, so what do we learn today?
I don't know. You tell us.
I don't know. All I say, it goes both ways as far as the age. The age thing is the maturity. Is the person either one, are they mature enough to handle the other one? So we could see that people play games. We got games at all ages, and even some people who getting old, they never grow up. They never outgrow their childishness, or some people never grow up. It's always in them. Yeah. We know of a good story, personal story of someone getting married in the 70s and still running the streets, still cheating. 70s. It was in him. It still he did not grow it. So a lot of times you don't just outgrow it. You have to make a clear decision to mature, to do better, become a better person. So I just say age is just a number for a person. If you don't want to grow up, you don't want to mature, you want to stay a child, you want to stay being childish, just getting older is not going to change anything. You're just going to be, if you're a young childish person, you're going to be an old childish person. So any last words for the people that's thinking there's no hope? They think it's just old dudes out there playing games for the women?
But I'd say again that nothing is absolute. Of course, there are going to be, if all you're attracting, all you're finding is one type of person, and it's that way, you may want to look at where you're fishing. If you're looking in the same places and finding the same kinds of things, you may want to look at your bait. Look at the bait that you're using and look at where you're fishing. Because
Mhm.
sometimes it may not be them, it may be where you're deciding to fish and the bait that you're using. Maybe something about you that needs to change or adjust so that you can, and that's a whole nother topic and a whole nother subject. But
Oh yes.
sometimes it's not that there are not any out there. You just may be looking in the wrong place.
Look in the wrong places and wrong bait. And then even after you find somebody, especially somebody good, you don't have to keep on putting your bait out there. You already caught somebody. Men can stop shopping. Women can stop putting out bait, showing that you're available when you're not available. All right. I think we can call it a night. I thank y'all for your time. Had a good conversation. I think I learned something. I'm not going to be that old dude, 100 years old, with a 20-year-old. I think that'd be like, no, I don't need that long. I was just cracking a joke. All right. Everybody have a good evening. Love y'all. God bless. All right, everybody. We just had a good old conversation about younger men dating older women and vice versa. Older men dating younger women. Did you learn anything? Did you got any feedback, any suggestions? I think I would like to get more into that child or your son coming home with an older woman, or your daughter coming home with an older man. I would like for us to get into that the conversation next time. All right. Until next time, please join us on Purpose Inspired TV. Just cut on your Roku TV and your Fire TV, your Fire Stick. Just cut it on and hit. And just type it in. We'll say Purpose Inspired TV, and you can start enjoying our TV programming. If you have any content, you have any advertisement that you would like to show on Purpose Inspired TV, get with us. And you can check us out on watch.purposeinspiredtv.com. And you can email us at beontv@purposeinspiredtv. Okay, everybody, be blessed. And until next time, LaJoe out.
Purpose Inspired TV is under construction. During this process, we invite you to step into the journey. By joining our team, you have the chance to shape the very fabric of this channel with your creative ideas and skills. We believe that the true essence of innovation lies in collaboration, and together, we can create something truly extraordinary. We will provide content that ignites your passion, inspires personal growth, and encourages a positive impact on society. Our focus is on delivering shows that are entertaining, thought-provoking, educational, and uplifting. We want to hear your voice, your vision, and your recommendations for individuals you would love to see on our channel. We aim to create a channel that resonates deeply with viewers, challenging them to think bigger, dream bolder, and live a life of purpose. So, join us today, and together, we can make a difference, one viewer, one show, and one purpose at a time.